Basically at least my whole adult life, I'd kind of wanted like my own business, something that was passive and that made a lot of money. I just want to make the most amount of money as possible, the least amount of my time and the least amount of work as possible. Basically my goal. I do not like working a lot, and I like to have my freedom. I like to be able to do whatever the hell I want whenever I want to do it. And I finally made a successful business that I really liked. I liked the business a lot. I really did want to expand it. But I just basically just quit the business. I sold it all off. And I'm starting a new business from scratch. And I did end up with quite a bit of cash, but so I'm starting from scratch now, and I'm probably gonna lose a bunch of the cash starting this new business. Super scary. I'm like kind of anxious about it. It's very scary, but it was just something that I had to do. Because the only thing that I didn't like about the business I had was it was too hard to travel and to be able to move. I wanted to be able to move. And the business that I had, it was basically a small rental car business. And I had a few cars on the app called Turo, Turo. It's just like Airbnb, but with cars. And I got my fleet up to 8 cars, and it was going really well. I just want to show the dam here. It's kind of cool. Just in this sort of cool hiking spot in upstate New York right now. But yeah, and I got the business to where it was going really well. I enjoyed it. The work, like I had the system down. It was pretty passive. And actually my goal was to expand it and make the business really big. And yeah, it would have been possible to be able to travel, and I could have moved the business kind of anywhere in the US. But to be able to scale that business up big enough to hire somebody to run it full time to where I could really travel and have the freedom to do what I want, it would have been like a massive jump. Like I would need at least 30 cars probably to be able to afford to do that, and it'd be super stressful. Like to get somebody to do that full time would be very difficult, and to have someone that reliable I think would be very, very super difficult to find. And then the new thing that I'm going into, where first of all I want to do a lot more YouTube. I'm doing that now, but the main thing was actually found out about it because I was traveling, and when I had to come back I was so pissed that I couldn't travel more, and I was a little stressed out, and it was just really bothering me. So I found out about ways to make money through like blog sites, or through these like passive sort of income online marketing type of sites. And like the way blogs work is they're not like an e-commerce store. We have to deal with physical products and inventory. They're a lot more simple. They usually use affiliate links. Like Amazon affiliate links are obviously very common, but there's affiliate links with all sorts of different companies and stores. And they will also they might sell like online courses. Like you'll see a lot of YouTubers, they're selling online courses. That's something you can do through a blog as well, or YouTube. But the really cool thing was, I actually found out about this searching around on YouTube, is you can buy and sell these online businesses, and you can buy them for as little as like under $1,000, or you can buy ones for like multiple millions of dollars, and you can buy and sell, you can sell them very easily too. And you can buy and sell all these sites on the same platform even. There's the most famous one is called Flippa. And on that one, it has really, really cheap sites, like under 1,000, tons of them. And it has sites for millions of dollars that you can buy. And I was just really drawn to it right away because it's easy to make them very passive. They're very simple, and they don't require a lot of capital or like overhead. The expenses are very, very low. Your main expenses, you're just hiring writers and maybe like an editor, and then like a tech person. The tech person probably won't be full-time, but they can just fix issues that arise up on the website. And you can hire all these people through Upwork. Very easy to find people. And you can hire people in other countries. You can hire people for like dirt cheap, for very, very cheap. And then you're making money off the advertising and everything off of people that live in the US. So you can hire people for dirt cheap in other countries and then leverage the US market to make money. So it's a really, really cool business plan. And you can buy these websites, you can flip them, and on average the websites will sell, or you can buy them for about 3 times as much as the yearly profit. So, or 36 times the monthly profit. So if a website is making $1,000 a month, you can buy a site like that or sell one for about $36,000 total. And that's just an average. It can vary a lot. You know, you could get them for 2 times the yearly multiple or 4 times. It just varies a lot. But I found that really, really cool. Basically, you could buy, you know, I don't need much income to live. Like when I was living in Oakland, I basically had free rent, almost free rent by the time I left. And it's very easy for me to keep my expenses low. I don't really have a problem with that. I would much rather have my own business and just work less than have a job I didn't like, or like a normal job and make more money. Like the stuff isn't important to me. I'd rather just keep my expenses very, very low. And right now I'm actually about to move to Dominican Republic in Latin America, and I can rent an apartment there for like $300 a month, which is what my PG&E bill was in California with a 4-bedroom apartment. So I'm keeping my expenses very, very low. I really don't need to make that much money to survive off of. So I could easily survive off of like $1,500 a month or $2,000 a month. Really my biggest expense is just because I have student loan payments that I'm making still, which are almost $700 a month. If it wasn't for that, I could easily live off of $1,000 or even less than that a month in the Dominican Republic. But basically, if I, you know, bought a website for, I don't know, like $40,000, $50,000, that could be a website that could passively make the amount of income that I need to just live and do like no work in the Dominican Republic. So that's why I'm getting rid of the business that I have now. And I sold all my cars off except for the one, paid off. I had a little bit of loans out that I used to buy some cars. I paid all the loans off, and I walked away with right about $40,000 in cash, and then I have the one car left with no loans on it, which is worth about $10,000. So I kind of have about $50,000 in cash, and that was including, I also sold a couple dirt bikes that I had, and my personal car too. I got a little bit of money from that. But I have a decent amount of cash now. But I'm still really nervous about, because the thing is, I'm going to be making less money, and it's nice to have this cash right now, but the cash is going to start disappearing as I use it to live off of probably, and as I use it to invest into the new business, because it's going to take money to, like, what I would really like to do is to just buy one big site right away that's making like $1,500 a month or something like that. But I'm not ready to do that yet. I need to start with like smaller sites and build more sites from scratch. I bought one site for $4,000. I need to learn what I'm doing first, I think, before I actually go ahead and spend all my money on a big site. I'd also like to be able to use loans to buy a bigger site, or buy a site that's partially owner financed, which would be really awesome. Just ducking under some tree branches here. But I don't think I'm ready to do that yet. I'm very tempted to do that, but I bought a online course to learn how to do this stuff, and they were saying, buy your first site under $1,000, learn what you're doing first, you know, learn what you're doing before you go ahead and buy a big site. I actually already broke the rule. I bought a site for $4,000. Supposed to keep it under 1,000, but oh well. You know, if I mess it up, I'll probably just learn quicker like that. We'll see. But I have one site that I started from scratch almost a year ago, and I have an idea for another site that I want to start up soon. And another thing that I'm doing is I'm putting in a lot of effort into YouTube, because I really love YouTube. It's kind of a bit of passion of mine. The blog thing is just more for money. I'm not really that into blogs, even to be honest. I never really read blogs. I learn everything off of YouTube. The blog thing was just more for money, but YouTube I've always really liked. I gotta climb over this tree thing here. I've always really liked YouTube. And one old channel that I had, it was like a car-based thing. I basically started out just doing a lot of specific car repairs. And if there was no video already on YouTube, had to do this car repair that I needed to do, because I would search for them because I wanted to know how to do it, I'd make my own video. And now that channel, it just makes about $120 a month or something like that. But since it's search-based and it's about these cars, this channel, even if I don't put any new videos on it, will just continue to make that $100 a month for the next like 5-10 years easy, like no problem. And I was thinking like that $100 a month isn't much. It's really kind of like nothing. But I'm like, well, if I do this with like 4 other channels, I'll have $500 a month. Or if I get a channel that, you know, is just like 5 times better than that, that's one channel that's making $500 a month, that would be awesome. So I literally just started like 3 new channels. And I have a video game based channel I was doing, that one just makes like $20 a month. And the car one and the video game one were really just more for fun, so I wasn't like trying to make money from them so much. And I kind of stopped making videos for both of them. But I always have stuff I'm really passionate about and new hobbies and everything. I've been learning Spanish, so I started up a channel about language learning. And then the channel that's this on is just kind of basic, just stuff that I'm passionate about and that I want to share with people. This channel, I'm kind of putting in minimal effort into that. You know, I'm not editing the videos or trying to make fancy thumbnails or really even trying to make a specific niche. I'm just like, well, when I'm out walking, I'll just film this stuff and just talk about what I want, just upload the video with like basically no editing and just see what happens. You know, I like to walk and hike and stuff anyway. And, you know, even if the channel doesn't make money, so what? This channel takes very little effort. And then I want to start up, probably start up a new channel that's just search-based content. That's not even a niche, just anything kind of search-based. And I really want to learn how to nail that down, because the search-based content is so powerful. I realized from having the car channel that brings in $100 every month, I'm like, well, I kind of want more of that. And the income with that channel just keeps coming in, even though I don't make any new videos. And I don't have to rely on like being super charismatic. I don't have to rely on fancy editing or the algorithm or anything like that. All it is just stuff that people search for, that they want their problems solved. And that's kind of a big thing that I use YouTube for too. Mainly I actually use it to learn things, and a lot of times I'll use it to solve specific problems, like how to fix something specific on a car, or how to get my goddamn microphone to work on my new laptop, stuff like that. So anyway, I hope I started rambling on a lot in this video, but hopefully people get something good out of this.